plants here. We could use one blueberry plant right here. Okay. The next one is going to go over here.
Well, I have been invited to a great project at Tualatin Elementary School with Paul Taylor, who is the garden guy out here. And Paul, what's the project today?
We're going to be planting blueberries.
Oh, fun. Well, you know, the kids can kind of eat them once they start producing, but really the important thing is to get them planted correctly, and you're really teaching these guys how to do that.
Right.
What are the steps then?
So the first thing we're going to do is locate a site that has enough sun and enough space, because the blueberry plants are going to get to be about 4 to 6 feet tall and wide. So it's important to have spacing correct. Dig a big hole that's maybe twice as large as the container, and then we're going to amend it with some soil here, some compost.
And really, that's what we need to do in our gardens too at home. I mean, always the same tips regardless where you're planting them.
That's right, that's right. Right place, right plant.
Excellent, excellent. Well, these guys really are getting into it, and I know that you've hit a little bit of interesting soil here that's hard, but really you're going to go through that native soil and amend it, and really it'll create a really nice home for this blueberry.
That's right, that's right.
Now, Paul, I noticed that this is a blueberry called Liberty, and you have a lot of different varieties of blueberries. So why that?
Sure. The reason you want to have multiple kinds of blueberries is for cross-pollination. With the different varieties, you'll end up with early season, mid-season, and late season fruiting, so that you don't have, your whole crop doesn't just come on in June, say. We want to have it June, mid-June, late June into July.
Excellent. And then these plants are just so nice, and were they donated, or do you?
Yes, these were donated to the school garden from John Carsaboom over at the Garden Corner. And he's a local guy.
Okay.
So what we're going to do is first take the container away from the root ball and look at the roots, and you can see that they're a little bit spiraled. What we're going to do is break this up with our hands, Gregory. Okay, can you see me do this? And we're just breaking it up, and we're trying to get the roots so that they're going to go into the soil that's in here.
Okay, and that's really good to do because you want that to be into its new home as soon as possible.
That's right.
It's supposed to be on my head.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay. Okay.
The roots might come out.
Okay, so we're just kind of digging down just a little bit to get a little bit of depth in this hole, and it's really mixed up with some compost. That's a great planting hole. You guys did a great job.
And then we're going to put a little fertilizer in. This is, let's see, an all-purpose fertilizer, so that should be really great. We're just going to put about a handful at the most, okay, and sprinkle it in. Get that in the bottom there. And you want to go ahead and put it in? Excellent.
Oh, you guys are doing well.
Okay, great. And then what we're going to do is bring the soil back around. Okay,
I already
good.
know how to garden. My grandma teaches me.
That's cool. That's wonderful.
Has a garden.
You know, and it is. It's great that your grandma helps you too, and some kids, you know, don't have that at home. So it's great that the school is helping to get a program together. So wonderful ideas here.
Yeah, gardening and connecting with nature is really important, and this is a fantastic way for kids to slow down and kind of stay away from the computers and do some things out in the outside.
You know, if you have a local school in your neighborhood, you might want to see if they have a community garden there. Give them a call and maybe volunteer. It's a great way to be outside and be with kids in your community. Well, thanks, Paul, and thanks for what you're doing here. It's great.
You bet. It's really fun.
Gregory, a little.
Have fun in the garden.